Curses. Often when I tell a client, oh, I found a curse, they very weirded out. This is not, in my opinion or from my perspective, a curse how we think of it in culture influenced by movies and books. This is not like a hex. This is just a very negative energy that was projected onto you and you were vulnerable to it for some reason. Say this is something that happened in your first year, and it's a curse like I am not worthy, and it was a curse by your mom, or so, which would then feel like you are not worthy. This does not mean that your mother cursed you. This does not mean that she even felt that way. This was your interpretation of what was going on around you. And your mother might have yelled at you because she had no sleep or a difficult situation, or she was dealing with her own stress and own things and not enough support. And on one bad day, she might have lost it with a toddler. And for some reason, you were very vulnerable to that energy lodging in your energetic system and making a real impact on you. So what I find is your subconscious experienced it like a curse with that same energy, like black magic. This felt like black magic to your subconscious. It doesn't mean it was a curse. It doesn't mean it was black magic. I can only tell you what your subconscious experienced it as. So in that sense, it doesn't matter if it was a curse or not. What matters is how you experience it. So when I find a curse, I release everything around it that made you vulnerable to it or that grew out of that situation. And then I release the curse. And that often presents almost as a negative core belief. And when it is released, there's relief. This is not something you have to worry about. This is not something you have to think about or ruminate about or blame someone else. Very rarely have I found that something was a purposeful energy projected on somebody. And even then, it would be a situation that led to it being experienced as more negative than it was intended. So relax. If you have a curse in your notes, this is not something that was done to you. This is something you perceived and experienced, and you are the only one responsible to change it, or who can change it. I have released it. I've released the energy that kind of holds you in that place of being cursed, being a victim, and you can move forward victorious and empowered.